Again, I'd like to introduce myself. My name's Yasmin Prince, and I was in a similar seat like you folks for about 5 years ago, and I came to WorkBC. I was able to get a job in facilitating, found out it was something that I enjoyed. Worked at that job, but COVID didn't do well with the remoteness of it. So then I'm out of a job, and now I applied for this one, and I found I've reached my niche. So I hope to give you guys some information that you might be able to find working or niche for your guys' selves. So welcome. So this is the job search for mature workers, and I'll say click. Thank you. Very nice picture. I have great coworkers. Click. One more click. Okay, so what's happening these days? There's actually 5 generations in the workplace these days. So if you sort of feel a pinch or wonder what's going on or why so many people, I don't think we've ever had this many in a workplace before. So you have your the silent generation, baby boomers, Gen X, Gen Y, and Gen Z. My boys keep calling me Gen X, or sorry, baby boomer, but I said, no, I'm a Gen X, so keep correcting them. But there is a lot of generations and people in the workplace, and so there's a lot more competition as well. So why are there so many generations? People are healthier and living longer. They choose to work longer. We can. I think what was given to us years ago from different generations is that we can, you work hard at a labor job or the type of labor environment before, and you could retire. Well, now people are living longer and don't want to retire at the younger age, because it is a younger age now. We are healthier. So, and they're choosing to work longer because they need to financially. I know I just left my mom's place recently again. So yeah, other older generations are helping younger generations. No mandatory retirement age, so that's becoming by the wayside. And some members of older generations are supporting younger generations. Again, the point where even myself was living with my mom and my 2 kids with her. So. Click. So the benefits of age divergence in the workplace, there's many. I can't speak to how many there are, but just to highlight a few, higher productivity with skill diversity, positive impact on projects and decision making. Age diversity drives innovation, different points of view, promotes generational diversity. And diversity is a key piece in having a nice rounded workplace environment. I find that when you have, be it different ages, different cultures, different perspectives, it's a better workplace, and it's a place you want to go to work. So, intergenerational, mentorship. I think mentorship is a key note here, because there's always theoretical learning, but a lot of it is practical. I mean, just the given everyday, I'll use the example of even TikTok is showing some of the things I'm like, that is so common sense. But you don't know it until you see it. You don't know until someone shares with you. So different perspectives and points of view for sure. Any good workplace has good conversation. So you want good conversation of different perspectives and different conversations and different realities. That's just a good conversation. So it holds teamwork together and other work culture pieces. So. And promotes cultural agility in the workplace. So again, I just read online through Tony Abbas, who does our job links, that 29% of Canada is full of, has immigration filling in jobs, which can be fantastic. So again, awareness, cultures, perspectives. It makes for a better, well-rounded work environment. So benefits of older workers. We're more committed, and we do stay longer. I know I was looking at another job where I thought it was going to be my retirement job because I'm now a mature worker. Well, I didn't work at that place, so I'm here, and I'm hoping this place is going to be my mature worker place for a long time. Have better, more refined interpersonal skills, including conflict resolution and emotional intelligence. So we've been around longer. We've had different, again, perspectives, environments, experiences. That is gold. That you can't teach people that. It just comes over time. So there's a definite benefit. More experience definitely equals more value. So there seems to be a need and shift of change of sometimes of managers that to realize this. There is more value. That when someone of a mature worker comes in, there needs to be longer conversations or input pieces because that's important. You apply to that job for a reason. You want to be a champion of that place. You like the product, you like the service, you like the company. So you need more value. Perspective and insight. Again, we talked about different perspectives and insight. Again, just leads to a better conversation, a better work experience. Hello. Patience and the ability to mentor. I still feel this is a huge piece. I worked in child welfare for a while, and if a child didn't grow up with their family and was in foster care, you missed out on community, you missed out on family connections. So mentoring is another way of making those family or at least job experience or what other kind of, like any life experience connections. Mentorship is huge, and I think it's underplayed at this day and time. So demonstrate loyalty. I love to champion a place I work in. It's it. Like, I want to go to work for them. So definitely demonstrate loyalty. So, and professionals not have any problems and don't create problems, they solve their problems. So we come across that way. There's more ways to skin a cat. I think what was the expression? It's like a low number, and I say there's a million ways to skin a cat now, because there is. Again, any good conversation at a work environment is a good workplace. Some challenges, younger workers may see you as a threat. I don't know if threat is the right sort of vocab to put in. Just close that before I hit it. But yeah, there's no relation. If there's no good conversation to understand where you came from or where they're at, it creates a conflict. So, no, we don't have any drive or energy. Well, health related sometimes. I know for myself. The extra multivitamin a day, if I don't take it, I notice it, sort of thing. But there's other better health benefits as well, and so we can take advantage of that too. Difficult working with a younger manager, that can be a piece, but hopefully, again, a good conversation. Not open to change. Change is hard. Change is often. So again, I keep bringing up, and we'll bring up good conversations because we know how to do that, engage, and want to. We have good perspectives. So, more prone to illness. Yes and no. I won't complain that I have a tight hip flexor that's been flaring up lately, and it makes me move slower up the stairs. But yeah, we have resources luckily in Canada. So I don't see it as a huge piece, but again, it's a stereotype. Chip on your shoulder stereotype could be true. It's been in the older movies and stuff. But I think as we come along more, again, another good conversation. Not open to learning new things and lacking in technical skills. There's an answer for this. It depends on where you're at with energy or access or cost. But even my mom, elder, she at 63, I think it was, finished her grade 12. So it's possible. It's not an argument to say you can do it. It's possible. Characteristics of baby boomers, Gen X in the workplace. We are definitely goal-oriented. So I think the managers need to be reminded that if the job description and their conversation with us and expectations is clearly outlined, then we'll meet it. And if there's follow-up, so we meet every 2 weeks on a Tuesday, that would be helpful as well to have any conversations that need to happen, or just even good job. Recognition, we all need recognition. We're competitive. We prefer one-on-one conversations and phone calls. I certainly do, hence applying for this job to be face-to-face facilitator instead of online Zoom one. So it's just my personality and one of my transferable skills. Emphasis on personal accomplishments, for sure. And we do like to work a lot. If you don't work, who are you? Our identity is built into like even saying hello. What do you do? And I've had to, in my other sort of life, dating life, I've had to say instead of that, what keeps you busy? But it's such a stereotype to say, hi, what's your name? What do you do? So, or what keeps you busy during the week? So, known for being extremely independent and self-sufficient. Yes, who likes to ask for help? It's not an easy thing. You can see it in a certain way on how it should be done and in a certain time frame. But in this day and age, again, we have YouTube videos, we have other continuing study education programs at UVic and Rural Roads, even TikTok. And technological skills may be lacking. Well, if technology didn't have new phones, new cars, new computers every year, yeah, we might be able to grasp a bit more too. So I know I'm trying to, I go here to my sons and say, can you do this on my phone? Oh yeah, Mom, okay. Done. So what can you do to improve your chances of finding work? It really is, and we know this from our longer lives, is just take initiative. Take that step in to ask the question to a manager at a place you like. Take the initiative to do some more research. Just take the initiative to learn something new. So just step into the box, sort of thing. Just try. Have curiosity around cloud technology, so just learn new things. There's going to be new terminologies, new technologies. Just ask, and just keep wanting to learn more. Keep up on the latest trends. Again, it's not so much you have to listen to Fox News or something, but you want to be open and available to learning situations. Be comfortable with technology and show that you know how to use devices. This one is still a hard one, I find, for some of our clients, but we offer programs here. Again, there's YouTube. There's just places that you can go to access these things. It's asking. Whether you come to one of my workshops, you're opened up to yourself to a new network of people, and you can ask, I heard that you just said something about, and you can ask in a new network and open up to more information. Age-proof your appearance in your resume. This can be an important one for the resume part because there's certain ways to word things now. I find, having done these workshops, we're really looking at the job description or job posting, and we're using that terminology directly onto your resume. So that looks like you're updated, you've researched, you're interested, you're motivated, and it's important to have your resume tailored for that certain job that you're going for. And through all my workshops, network. Network is key, and I found a few clients recently, they're new to the area. They've only been here maybe less than a year, so their network is really small. So my consideration or suggestion is get into volunteering, connect with, be it a church group if you're religious, connect with a parent group or teacher group with your kids' schools, a craft, an interest, a hobby. Connect with people in the community. Find out what you can do and just be noticed and interact. Network is huge. The 3 keys to a successful job search for sure are research, preparation, and practice. So research, you want to find everything you can about the type work you're looking for. You want to know everything about the company that your work would want to work for. Again, I hope when you do a job search, you're interested in that company for a reason, whether it's their service, whether it's their product, whether it's where they are located next to you. There's something that's motivating you to go to that company. So what skills and training do you have? What skills do you need to be successful? What does the labor market look like? And what are employers offering the type of work you're looking for? So again, a quick example is there's a new Amazon in Sydney, and it's going to have lots of jobs open. It's probably going to have a lot of range of jobs for different ages, cultures, people, everything. So what is your benefit, or what would motivate you to go to Amazon? So you just need to do some research. It looks like a pretty nice building. Preparation. So complete a skill inventory and keep a record of the skills you currently have and the skills you currently need for that new job. That's important because also on your resume, that will show if you don't have the skills, and it will show in the job interview. So even if you come to the job interview, you're going to be prepared with, I notice I don't have this exact computer programming, but what do you offer for training? Or what further professional training do you offer in this job or company? Don't forget about your digital and technology and numeracy skills. Some people go, numeracy skills, I'm not doing a math job. It could be as easy as budgeting. And quite a few clients have come as single moms going, I haven't done anything in numbers. Well, do you budget for your household? Do you budget like monthly or yearly? Do you do your own taxes? So even down to pieces like that can be numeracy skills. Also preparation, you want to use the industry lingo, and I alluded to that earlier with tailoring your resume. A job posting will use certain terminology. A place of work uses certain terminology. You want to match that to your resume. So it's not saying they may use a different synonym or word, and it's not like, oh, I never use that word. Well, let's just use it on your resume to get you into the interview and then use your own words. So you just want to get your foot in the door. And practice. Write a branding statement with your top 2 or 3 skills. So we call this an elevator speech. How long does an elevator ride last? 1 to 3 minutes. So how do you, in a captive audience, describe yourself to someone? I want you for this specific job. How do you describe yourself in 1 to 3 minutes for that job? So try to tailor a few elevator speeches, 1 to 3 minutes, 4 to 5 sentences on who you are and what skills you have. Then you're prepared. It's as good as giving them a business card. Practice speaking in front of the mirror so that you become comfortable with it, and use behavioral examples to show what you can do. This means, tell me a time when you were in the job and you had a conflict with another coworker. How did you handle this? That is a behavioral example and a question that they would ask in a job interview. So further in this workshop, I also offer a handbook. So if you guys do want to choose the workshop later, then I do give you more materials, to work with. So considerations when looking for work. Don't assume that ageism is a piece. There's many pieces. One of the, I just was doing interview skill workshop earlier, and employers are getting used to the job churn. So they're getting used to a lot of people coming through and changing jobs and stuff. So don't just assume that it can be ageism, that you're not getting a job at this time. Your experience gives you a broader perspective on things. For example, your experience taught you to have ethics. I found three of the workshops I've done for job search with mature workers, values. Everyone knew what value they wanted in a new workplace. So what value is important to you? That has to be brought through, because that could be a value for the company you're trying to work at. Don't apologize for your age. Instead, talk about your experience and your competencies. This is huge. This is the selling point. Some people find, I'm not able to talk about myself or promote myself very well or easily. That's that elevator speech again. It needs to be practiced. It's helpful. Especially if you're just going to Starbucks and getting a coffee and you notice, somebody has the logo of the company I want to work on. You have your elevator speech. So. Remember that you have something to offer and that others do not, for sure. The key is to identify your skills and competencies and how they will benefit the employer. Any good job interview is a good conversation. There's a reason you applied there. There's a reason that you like the company or the service or the job. So keep thinking that. I really love that beauty product. I really love that landscaping job you did over there. I really love things like this. You just want something, make that connection of what's motivating you to have applied to the job. Stay positive. And WorkBC is your friend for all things in employment related. So, and this is one of our, oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart. That's our job link. Okay. Next, no break. So, one thing I do describe, and just to bring up some terms along job searching, and just how people fill in or job posting, or what sort of how an employer tells an employee what they want. So hard skill is your educated courses that you take. Anything you've had to go to school for, training certificate, that's your hard skills. Post-secondary, like most in college, trades, anything. Could be even first aid. So hard skills are something you want, are always identified in the job description and posting. And they always say, oh, we want bachelor's, but you may not have a bachelor's. You may have 2 diplomas or certificates in something, and you have all this experience. That can still equate to a bachelor's depending on what they're really looking for. Soft skills or interpersonal skills will be a strength. Soft skills are who you are. They are what you bring to the table, any conversation, any smile, any feeling. That's sort of your soft skills, things that make you. So, and transferable skills are mainly your soft skills, but even more specific, they are what you can take from one job to another job. For me, I love to be a facilitator. I'm an extrovert. I like to talk. I like to relate. I like to connect. I like teamwork. So that is transferable in all my jobs. Again, some more government websites that you can access to see where your skill level is at. There are some other websites that can do skills, what you're interested in, how your values are, but these are some that you can connect to. Again, upgrading your skills. These are just some examples. Again, YouTube, free. Free and accessible to most, so it's a good place to start. We also here at WorkLinks offer short-term occupational certificates. I found one thing that mature workers seem to say is, I don't have anything new on my resume. It's all 2001, 2002. Well, if you update your stocks with us, then you have a current first aid, you have a current food safe, you have current WMIS, and that puts a 2022 date on your resume. So that's helpful to know. And also, that helps, you're saving the new employer money. Oh, you already got that? Or, oh, you've identified that it's coming up in a week, so I don't have to look that up. And I got the money. So you're helping them along too. Just to say that you're better and you are fit. Don't let your resume age you. Again, keeping yourself up to date on current styles and what people expect on resumes. We do offer a workshop resume here. I run and it's about 2 hours. We can come out with a full resume for yourself, or else just get it started. Wherever you're at, I will meet you at that point and assist you. So make sure you have an updated email address. Gmail and Outlook are quite popular. I still have a Hotmail, but I don't use it for my for my resume. Don't include an objective line or profile line anymore. Some people are offering that. That's going to be now your highlighted qualifications or relevant skills. So, example, profile is dedicated customer service professional with 15 years experience in various retail environments. So any of the red highlighted words, those are the action words. So when I was talking about a job posting or description, these are the action words, and this is the terminology they're using. What you want is to mimic that in your profile and on your resume and profile. 15 plus years experience speaks very well. Handled, organized, interacted with 100 plus clients is another good way to put numbers into your resume. Sorry. So you just again want to mimic the action words that they use their terminology, but if it's not quite your terminology when it comes to the interview, change it back to yours. You've gotten the interview, they're interested and they're curious. Don't let your resume age you again still. Number 3, current industry lingo, mimic the language and keywords on the job posting. For example, client-centric or customer service. versus success story versus customer service. Don't go back more than 10 years. This can be yes or no. It depends on what job you're applying for. And if you had like a bachelor's, say 15 or 20 years ago, we still put that down. Include digital computer skills and or technology skills. So that's break time interlude. That's right. And if you don't have those, again, we offer workshops of basic computer skills with Jen that can help you update or revise or review any of the computer skills like Excel, even your smartphone, things like that. Include relevant volunteer experiences, but not hobby section. So you don't want to put down the bird watching part, but you want to put down the volunteering part. Maybe it's with a church, local municipality rec center, maybe it's on the PAC where your grandchildren are at, things like that. And references belong in a separate document now. Do not put them in with your resume. Don't put resumes on request on your resume. Just leave it as a separate document. And digital skills are defined as the ability to find, evaluate, use, share, and create content. Use digital services such as computers and smartphones. Here are some examples. So these are some of the digital stuff in the local workplace. Things like knowledge of SEO techniques is about when you're trying to find out something on search engines and stuff. And I just had another blank of it. It's like when you search something, you're like, oh, okay.
It's at the top of the list.
Thank you.
Yeah. Optimization.
Thank you. See? Assistance, thank you. So yeah, just be able to know if you can do any of these kind of new technology pieces. If not, I totally suggest on Wednesday nights to sign up for our basic computer skills with Jen. It's from 5 till 7. So she can tailor some of the classes depending on who's going to be participating. So, entry level, some descriptors, again, just some examples. Compose and set over 150 emails a week using Microsoft Outlook, and this would then go into a higher level of creating the company marketing materials to designing and maintaining the company website. So again, what you want to do is read the job post to find out what level of entrance the job you're going for is at, and then find out what they require. And again, they're going to use different action words, so created, conducted, designed, fixed, proficient, created, organized, wrote, created, composed. So just be aware of those terminologies. Just a labor market demographic, so it's just to show current labor market demographics can be obtained from the workplace or workbc.ca website. So I'll have you go to the next slide, thanks. So just 2015, I should try and update it. I've been trying to find a current similar one. That's all right. So it's just showing you again sort of the male and female parts of stats. Was it, oh shoot, can't remember, population. So as we get older, this one's going to come out more, and this one's going in more because more people have had less children. So the demographics are going to change. Networking is huge. This, along with the preparation and the research and the practice, networking is huge because if a job isn't posted, you could still get in if you know somebody. So, and you could just be showing a good skill at your volunteer position. And someone, do you do that all the time? And you'll be like, well, I enjoy doing this. And then that can change into something else. So you always want to have your network open, whether it's family, friends, community group. You just want to put yourself out there. Let people know that you're looking for a certain type of job. Could still be the Yellow Pages, although the book is really small now. Chamber of Commerce even offers that, local advertisements, trade publications, and job postings. Job postings, there's quite a few. Just be aware of scammers out there. Some places when you apply for a job do ask you to pay a fee up front. Just don't. So, Indeed has always been a good one. We have our job board link here as well, which is really popular. Tony Abbas, he puts out links newsletter daily, and that has some good jobs on there too. So research these employees by visiting their website and speak to current employees or request for an information interview. Has anyone done that before, requested an information interview? Excellent. Did it go well?
Actually, it did. I didn't get a job there, but
Okay.
I found out a lot about what the position was about,
Oh, good.
so I could apply that when another
Excellent.
cover letter. or something.
That's great.
I found people are actually usually pretty good about information interviews. They didn't lie.
Excellent. And how long did it last, may I ask?
I asked for 15 minutes.
Perfect. Yeah, I usually say 10 to 20 minutes is the most, but depends on, again, the business, the place, the person.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, no, an information interview is important. Any good job that you want is going to be a good relationship. Any job interview you do is a good conversation. So you are there as much as they are to ask questions and find out if it's a fit. Asking for an information interview is important. So. Again, the research, preparation, and practice. So research employers by visiting their website, speak to current employees, or request an information interview. Prepare your branding speech or elevator speech. Again, like I mentioned before, elevator speech is a 4 or 5 sentence commercial about what skills you have to offer. You should be able to articulate to an employer what you can do for them. Again, it's just a summary of yourself, and yeah, there's a reason that you want to apply to that job. There's a reason your personality you see fit. So yeah, just ask some more questions, provide some more information on yourself, and practice your elevator speech, of course.